Hello everybody, and welcome to the latest installment on the Tealium Challenger series. Today we have a very exciting topic. Today we're going to talk about marketing channel attribution as well as reporting. For today's example, we're going to be using Domo for our visualization tool. Before we get too far, I just want to introduce myself. My name is Derek Hatcher. I'm a Senior Solutions Consultant here at Tealium. Thanks again for your time, and I hope the next 5 to 10 minutes will be as beneficial for you as possible. So what's the challenge that we hear frequently in this space? Well, one of them is marketers want to be able to enhance their marketing channel tracking as well as their reporting capabilities. In the past, marketing attribution has caused a considerable level of effort. And in today's market, with everything being so dynamic, most marketers don't have the ability to wait for several weeks or months to get attribution reporting back. Tealium is not an attribution company. However, we do have some very powerful tools in place to be able to offer marketers clear insight into the marketing channels that are influencing their business. This is accomplished since Tealium sits at the first point of data collection, which allows the marketer to be able to pick and choose as well as define what their categories should be named and classified as. The best part about it, that same nomenclature that's used will be represented in their reporting as well. So to get started, Tealium comes in and allows you as a marketer to be able to define the unique marketing channels to your business. You'll also have the ability to create attribution windows. So you'll be able to decide if you would like to set an attribution window to a single session. Let's say if you have a sweepstakes that you're running and you just want to know how that one event was affected by marketing attribution, or maybe the duration of a visitor's profile, or maybe set to a timestamp such as 5, 10, or 30 days. You'll also be able to see how data flows directly into a visualization solution of your choice in the exact same manner in which you defined it within Tealium. Meaning, if you define ExactTarget as your email provider, it will come through exactly as that, ExactTarget, not some nomenclature or jargon that's difficult to understand. The beauty of all this is it can be done without any syntax or writing any code. For full documentation, it's also available within our Tealium learning community. Just search channels extensions. With that, let's talk a little bit about the workflow. The first thing that needs to happen is your team will be able to define exactly the channels and categories that are important to them. You'll then be able to set your attribute duration, as I mentioned just a moment ago. You'll also be able to select your conversion event. For some folks, it may be something like order total. For others, it could be registration or downloading a white paper. Again, this is the power of allowing you as a marketer to be able to define what your conversion event actually is. The best part about this is that data will be sent directly to a database and then allow you to select your visualization of choice to be able to see those results in business language that makes sense to you. With that, let's jump right in. So when you first enter into the Tealium interface, you'll be presented with a dashboard. Today, we're going to focus on what we call our channel extensions. Within our extensions, we have one called channels. This is again where you'll be able to say, I want to define certain marketing activity, such as an affiliate. You'll be able to pick and choose the categories that make the most sense. Then, in business language that's germane to you, you'd be able to define this as commission junction, as well as setting conditions. In this example, making sure that the URL includes CJ. Or, for another channel, you may define as ExactTarget, and that happens to fall into the category of email. Again, your condition can be set up easily from a point-and-click perspective in this example as ET. The next step will be defining the attribution period. Again, it could be something set to the duration of a visitor profile. It could be a single session, or potentially 10, 20, or 30 days. Probably the most impactful and the most interesting part of all this is you also get to define your conversion event. Again, that could be something like order total or download a white paper, as well as being able to define exactly how much credit each one of those channels get. So similar to what you may have heard in the past in terms of first click, multi-click, or last click, Tealium defines those as originator, influencer, and closer. The beauty of this is as a visitor would come into the website, you would then be able to see them, let's say, navigate, and maybe in this example, you have a URL string that includes CJ, which should be defined as commission junction. The beauty of it is that exact same nomenclature will be available to you in reporting. In this example, we're jumping into Domo, where you can now see that UDO, or Universal Data Object, and the definition that you would have created. So in these examples, you can see we have our channel closer, our influencer, as well as originator, and then potentially the credit that each one of those should get. So it allows you to simply collect the data element that's important to you, such as UDO channel closer, place it in the card where you'd like it to be saved, simply hit the save button. When that's done, that element will now be presented within your data visualization. So now we can easily see commission junction over this given time period represented 9 orders as an example, as well as exact target represented 17, or something like Bing representing 6. The concept is that since Tealium is at the first point of data collection, you can name and classify the marketing channels that make sense to your business and allows for a marketer to be able to see that reporting in a clean and concise way in the back end from a reporting perspective. Now, that was just a quick overview of the Tealium channels extension, as well as the power of being able to see that clean data in a visualization solution, in this example, such as Domo. But there's a lot more to be explored within Tealium. I want to thank you for your time today, and also ask that you submit your own challenges to tealium.com/challenge.